You're all very welcome. Welcome to one and all this morning to Knock House Hotel here at Knock Shrine for what will be a very special announcement that we'll come to now very shortly. I would like to welcome in particular various committees of the Shrine that are here today. I'd like to welcome as well Joe Kennedy, Chair of the Board of Knock Airport, also Joe Gilmore, the Managing Director of the airport, members of the Board of Directors, members of the Board of Trustees of Ireland West Airport Knock. I'd also like to welcome TDs who are joining us here this morning, Derek O'Leary and Deputy John O'Mahony. County Councillors, also the Cathaoirleach of Galway County Council, Mary Hode, and also Mayo County Council, Damien Ryan. I'd like to welcome the Mayo County Manager, Peter Hines, and also Paddy McGuinness, of the Chairman of the Western Development Commission. Apologies are sent from Archbishop Michael Neary, who unfortunately cannot be with us here this morning. He's in Budapest at a conference, but he is ably represented by Monsignor Dermot Maloney, the Vicar General of our diocese. So thank you to one and all for being here at a very, very special time for us. So first of all, I will invite the Chairperson, Cathaoirleach of Mayo County Council, Damien Ryan, to come forward and welcome everybody.
Thanks very much indeed. I suppose just at the outset, as the Cathaoirleach of Mayo County Council, I would like to extend a very particular welcome to you here to Knock House this morning. To Father Gibbons, to our Oireachtas members, Deputy Derek O'Leary, Deputy John O'Mahony, and I see Senator John Kelly down there, to the Mayor of Galway, Councillor Mary Hode, to my fellow councillors, to Monsignor, our Chief Executive here in Mayo, Peter Hines, and indeed to the media. I just want to welcome you to Knock this morning on a very hard winter's morning, and thank you all for being here for what I believe will be a very, very, very important announcement for indeed Mayo and indeed for the region in general. I want to extend a particular welcome to the Chairman of Knock Airport, who's a fantastic ambassador for the west of Ireland right around the world. I've been on many excursions with him in relation to the promotion of this particular region. He's a fantastic asset to have, and there is no doubt that in relation to the airport, he has articulated the case at every opportunity, and he has put us on the national and international map, and I think that it's very important that would be acknowledged, and it's very important that I, as the Cathaoirleach of the Council, would point that out today. As I say, I won't detain you. I am delighted to welcome you here for what I believe is the beginning of potentially, possibly something very good to come in the future, and a very, very, very significant day for the west of Ireland and indeed for Knock Airport. You're heartily welcome, and Gura Míle Maith Gaibh Galéir.
This is a very special day for, I suppose, what I might call a sacred trinity, if you like. The National Marian Shrine here at Knock, Ireland West Airport Knock, and also the Archdiocese of New York. Over the past 2 years, a lot of work has taken place here in Knock with the renewal of the shrine as a place of international pilgrimage. So many people come to Knock to renew their faith, finding a place of peacefulness, to reconnect with God, and to encounter once again the benefits of the sacraments of the Church, such as, for example, confession, Eucharist, anointing of the sick. Knock is, as Archbishop Charles Brown, the Papal Nuncio, has described it, Ireland's spiritual capital. We feel here that we must reach out not only to our own people here in Knock and in the country itself, but also abroad, to our own diaspora, people of Irish descent, for whom Knock holds a special spiritual significance in their lives. In doing so, we understand the important role of pilgrimage in the Catholic tradition as an opportunity to renew and to explore our relationship with God. So, to this end, this sacred trinity, if you like, has been called into being, to explore the possibility of inviting to the shrine one of the most important dioceses in the United States from one of the most important cities in the world, New York. This trinity of the Marian Shrine, the Archdiocese of New York, and Ireland West Airport Knock brought to fruition what we are here to announce to you. So I am delighted to announce the first official diocesan pilgrimage from the Archdiocese of New York to Knock Shrine through Knock Airport, operated by our national carrier, Aer Lingus. The pilgrimage will be led by His Eminence Cardinal Timothy Dolan, Archbishop of New York, will arrive into Knock Airport on Sunday morning, the 9th of August, and will depart again from Knock Airport on Sunday, the 16th of August. The itinerary will include numerous sites of religious significance in the west, northwest, and the south, such as, for example, Lough Derg, Crowpatrick, Ballintubber Abbey, Galler's Oratory in Dingle, and other scenic sites as well as religious sites itself. The highlight of the pilgrimage, of course, will be the opening of the National Novena in honour of Our Lady of Knock on the 14th of August by His Eminence Cardinal Dolan. Pilgrims will also take part in the celebration of the Candlelight Rosary Procession on the 15th of August, the great feast of the Assumption itself, which sees on that particular day over 20,000 people visiting the shrine. It's interesting to note that the novena itself sees, on average, every year, 150,000 people visit over the course of the 9 days. That's the 9 days alone of the novena itself. It's a huge powerhouse of prayer. It's a magnificent expression of our faith and the faith of people that they still have in terms of church life and in terms of spirituality and in terms of simply that connection with God himself. And I have no doubt that Monsignor James Horn is smiling down on proceedings today. As he said himself when building Knock Airport, it was to meet the needs of pilgrims visiting Ireland's National Marian Shrine, as well, of course, as to build up the economic life of the west of Ireland. I'm delighted and thrilled that Aer Lingus, our national carrier, is operating this service. And please God, and with the help of Our Lady, it will lead to the establishment of commercial flights from Knock Airport to New York, and indeed, why not, other US cities as well. At this stage, James would probably sing you a song in his own style. Don't worry, I'm going to spare you. So, even though there's a song in my heart, and there should be a song in all of our hearts here this morning, I think this is a wonderful opportunity. It's a magnificent opportunity. It's an opportunity that we should grab with both hands, and that all the facilities in terms of local development committees, in terms of the shrine here, in terms of the airport, in terms of our friends on the council and beyond, should get completely behind this and make this a reality not only for the shrine itself, not only for Knock, but also for the economic life of the west of Ireland. So I would like to thank all of you who are here today to celebrate this day with us, and which makes this day possible. I'd like to thank Father Patrick and my own staff here at the shrine. I'd like to thank the parish for their support as well. Joe Gilmore and Joe Kennedy, and the airport board and trustees, and also the encouragement that we have received at airport level and at shrine level from the County Council, from Mayo County Council, and please God from other councils in the west as well. I'd like to thank Peter Hines and his staff in terms of his encouragement as well for all that we do here in Knock. And indeed, all those in political life who see the immense resource that the airport is for the west of Ireland and that the shrine is for the nation itself. And last but not least, I'm going to leave the last word, my last word here with, you see him himself, with His Eminence Cardinal Timothy Dolan, the Archbishop of New York. I'd like to thank him, and I'd like to thank his staff for their enthusiasm and for their commitment to this development. In fact, you'll come across his enthusiasm now. It just comes across in terms of the screen itself.
Hi, everybody. Cardinal Timothy Dolan here, and am I ever excited to greet all of you. I understand you're gathered today at the great Shrine of Knock for the launch of the first official pilgrimage from the Archdiocese of New York here at home to Ireland's National Marian Shrine. Do I ever look forward to leading this historic pilgrimage to you all at Knock, and to accepting the honor of opening the National Novena to Our Lady of Knock on August 14th, which I understand draws up to 150,000 people each year over the course of 9 days of prayer. What a wonderful opportunity to reconnect spiritually with the land of so many of Irish descent living here in New York, I'm already praying that this pilgrimage will open our hearts and souls to the message of Knock, to the renewal of faith and prayer that is so vital to our lives as Catholics. Is it ever going to be a joy to meet all of you next August? All right? See you there. Shlán.
It's never boring around him, I can tell you that. Anyway, so thanks to His Eminence for that wonderful piece there, and that connects with us. So at this stage now, I'd invite Mr. Joe Kennedy, Chairman of the Board of Knock Airport, to come forward to say a few words.
Friends, I'm delighted to be here. This is, to me, as an exile, a dream come true. It's a dream come true for me and thousands like us in England and other parts of the world, because so many times over the years I've had to fly into Dublin, drive down to the west of Ireland, drive up again on Monday morning. The airport is indeed a miracle. A dream come true for me, but not half as big a dream as it is for the great Monsignor, laughing at us all down from heaven. I knew what had happened, that's what I built the airport for, and indeed, thank God, his prayers and his work is coming to fruition. Thank you all for your support. I'll keep doing everything I can. I know you will. God bless you all.
We're delighted that the announcement's been made. From an airport perspective, very significant. It's the first transatlantic service with Ireland's national flag carrier, Aer Lingus, into and out of the airport next summer. While it's a one-off initially, we're hopeful it's going to lead to some more significant developments. Secondly, it's the first dedicated charter pilgrimage service from the Archdiocese of New York straight in here to the Marian Shrine here at Knock. Hopefully, again, that's going to signal the potential to develop further services like that from both the US and other parts of the world as news of this success goes out in terms of the development. So from those perspectives, it's tremendous. And I suppose thirdly, from an airport perspective, we've set out our stall that we want to reintroduce international US services to the airport. They were there in 2006. We believe this part of the western seaboard, albeit Shannon provides great services into the southwest, we believe Knock could do likewise in terms of the northwest, and we're hopeful that we can develop and build on this particular charter, show other airlines that there is potential the airport can cater for US-sized aircraft, and develop it from there.
Well, it is an extremely significant occasion. It sees the first official pilgrimage from the Archdiocese of New York into the Shrine through Knock Airport, which is equally significant. And I suppose the genesis of it went back a couple of years. Cardinal Dolan is he's a big fan of Knock. He has always come here, even when he was Archbishop of Milwaukee. He came on pilgrimage himself personally and with friends to Knock when he was in the country. And when he became Cardinal Archbishop, then he came here with a small group during the Eucharistic Congress. And then he invited me to speak in St. Patrick's Cathedral on the 17th of March, on St. Patrick's Day. And from there on, it just we started talking about, well, how about welcoming in the great Archdiocese of New York? And he loved the idea, and we basically took it from there. So it's part and parcel, really, of an overall project that we have here at the Shrine, which is called Witness to Hope. And we want to really branch out and maybe show people what we can offer here in Knock, not only to our own people at home, but people abroad, in Britain and the United States, and even on the continent.
It's a great morning to be here. It's important for a number of reasons. It's important in that it demonstrates that there is the potential for direct flights from the US, from New York, into the west of Ireland, and that's something that we've been trying to demonstrate for quite some time. If you can do it once, you can do it many times, and that opens up an enormous potential market commercial gain for the whole region, not just for Mayo, but for the whole coastline from Donegal down to and including Clare. And on the other side, as a demonstrator of the spiritual bond between New York, between the US and Ireland, and with Knock as a Marian Shrine, it opens up a vast potential in terms of spiritual and religious tourism, and the sense of place, the sense of spiritual well-being that is in fact part of the Wild Atlantic Way. That whole thing of coast and fresh air and getting back a little bit more to some of our roots is something that the west of Ireland has been promoting for quite some time, and this is another step in opening up that potential. We would like to think that the future of the west is going to be very bright, and the future starts here and starts this morning.